Guys, were you aware that there was a time when computers didn't have sound? They didn't come with sound. There was no way of getting sound out of a computer from the shelf.
Chimane mbaga pari pere chama jeremane Bajile mashila ma italiano Jwala jwa se khoware nchale nyora Baby boy swag cremanyora.
Like if you buy a computer from the shop, there was no way of getting it to come with sound. You needed to buy an extra device which was called a PCI sound card, right? It's a PCI card that connects to the old PCI, not the PCI Express of today. So you connect it on the old PCI, the white one, the thick one, right? Plug it in there. Then that you can plug speakers to your computer. Apart from that, nothing. But if you needed to play music from your CD, if you had a normal audio CD, you could actually play it from the CD drive itself. The CD drive had a sound chip, but it couldn't get sound out from the computer. So the only way to get sound from it was to put an actual CD in it, then plug the speakers. The CD drives then used to have the 35mm headphone jack, so you could plug speakers straight into the CD drive. Then you can play an audio CD, like an audio CD, not the MP3. The one that maximum can contain like 17 songs, 16 songs. That was the only CD you could play, right? And I remember that computer that I was using then, the total RAM on that computer was 64 megabytes. I was actually proud to have a computer that has RAM up to 64 megabytes. And the total storage on that computer was 4 gigabytes. I know it's unbelievable now, but I'm telling you, it was 4 gigabytes. That 4 gigabytes had to put operating system. At that time, we were running Windows 98, right? Then we later on, I think a year or so later on, we put Windows XP, right? I never really used the Windows Millennium Edition or Windows 2000. I never used that. I jumped from Windows 98 to Windows XP, right? And that was a dramatic change. That was a huge change because now Windows XP came with a lot of things. The desktop screens and stuff, they were perfect at the time. You look at iPhone nowadays, you get iPhones that have up to 8 gigabytes of RAM and up to 1 terabyte of storage. 1 terabyte of storage on a device that fits in my hand. That is smaller than the hard drive itself, not the entire tower CPU, blah blah. No, the hard drive itself is bigger than the iPhone. But the iPhone now has 1 terabyte. That is 1000 gigabyte. That is like, I don't know how much different from 4 gigabytes to 1000 gigabytes. Technology has come a long way, guys. Technology has come a long way, and it's actually unbelievable. Some people that were not there in those days can actually tell you that you are lying. And I was there. I was using those computers at the time.